Was Cleopatra black? Was she white? Was she Egyptian? Was she Greek? These are some of the questions that have sparked debates and controversies for centuries. Who was this famous queen of ancient Egypt? And what did she look like? Cleopatra was the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a family of Greek origin that ruled Egypt for almost 300 years after the death of Alexander the Great. She was born in Alexandria, the capital of Egypt at the time, and spoke Greek as her first language. She also learned Egyptian and other languages and was well educated in literature, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Cleopatra's ancestry is not fully known, but most scholars agree that she was predominantly of Macedonian Greek descent, with some Persian and Saudi and Iranian ancestry on her father's side. Her mother's identity is uncertain, but some historians suggest that she may have been a descendant of an earlier Ptolemaic queen or a member of a priestly family from Memphis. Why is Cleopatra's ancestry important? Because it tells us something about her identity and how she presented herself to the world. Cleopatra lived in a multicultural and multilingual society where different ethnic groups coexisted under the rule of the Ptolemies. She had to balance her loyalty to her Greek heritage with her respect for the Egyptian culture and religion. She also had to deal with the growing influence and threat of Rome, which eventually led to her downfall. Cleopatra used different strategies to assert her power and legitimacy as a queen. She claimed to be the reincarnation of the goddess Isis and adopted Egyptian symbols and rituals in her public appearances. She also formed alliances with two powerful Roman generals, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, by becoming their lover and burying their children. She even visited Rome with Caesar and was received as a foreign dignitary. How do we know what Cleopatra looked like? We have some clues from ancient sources such as coins, statues, busts, paintings, and writings. However, these sources are not always reliable or consistent. They may reflect the artistic conventions, political agendas, or personal opinions of their creators. For example, some coins show Cleopatra with a prominent nose and chin, while others show her with a more delicate face. Some statues depict her as a Greek woman wearing a royal diadem, while others show her as an Egyptian goddess with a sun disk on her head. One thing we can say for sure is that Cleopatra was not black in the modern sense of the word. She did not belong to the indigenous African population of Egypt known as the Nubians, who had darker skin and hair than the Greeks. She also did not identify herself as black or used skin color as a marker of difference or superiority. In fact, the concept of race as we understand it today did not exist in ancient times. People were more concerned with their ethnicity, culture, language, religion, and social status than their physical appearance. Does it really matter what Cleopatra looked like? Some people may think that it does because they want to claim her as part of their own heritage or history. They may feel proud or inspired by her achievements and charisma. They may also want to challenge the stereotypes or prejudices that have been associated with certain groups or regions. However, others may think that it does not matter at all, because Cleopatra was much more than her appearance. She was a complex and fascinating woman who defied expectations and left a lasting legacy in world history.